Hannibal. This is episode 12 of season 3 of Hannibal. Its title is The Number of the Beast is 666. Let's do it.
Do you see yourself killing her? Yes.
Well, that's the problem.
And only then, if he can eat me.
I mean, that's gotta be flattering, though, right?
Is Hannibal in love with me?
Yes, he is. Seriously, Fangirl's been saying that for ages. Of course he's in love with you.
That makes you God, Jack. Yes, it does.
Someone thinks highly of themselves. Whoa. Alana, you got mirrors in your eyes.
I went out on a limb for you, and you climbed up there and sawed it off!
He's upset.
You small or medium small, I bet.
Burn.
Not only is the tooth fairy insane, he is ugly and impotent.
Let's just rub all this crap in.
He's a vicious, perverted, sexual failure.
Oh, they're going for blood.
The tooth fairy is the product of an incestuous home.
I want to give an interview where I just stand in the background and throw shade.
We know who his fans are.
Their heads got popped in the back window. I like that shot. You have a maxi pad for a blindfold? That's humiliating. You didn't wrap that blanket properly. You offer someone a blanket and then give it to him like a scarf. Rocking that kimono, though. Oh, ew, you're glued down. That's gross. And you got boogies.
According to you, I am a vicious, perverted, sexual failure. An animal. You know now, don't you?
No, I say it about a lot of people. It could be anyone.
It is very hard to concentrate when you are scared.
So stop scaring me.
I have become other.
He's off the gender binary. Thank you very much.
You will open your eyes and look at me, or I will staple your eyelids to your forehead.
You probably should just look at him.
I tried to call you. May I come in?
Girl, you need to run. Why do you want to hang out with him? He's weird.
I guess I'm guilty of liking you.
That'd be such a weird thing to have to sit there and quietly watch.
Do you see?
It's like the most boring slideshow ever. It's like when someone's like, hey, look at my vacation pictures. And you're like, yeah, I see them. I don't care.
Do you see?
I'm looking.
Do you see?
Yes, I'm looking at the... Sir? Sorry, Mr. Dragon.
You see?
You need to stop.
Will you tell the truth now about me, about my work, my becoming?
Sure, whatever it takes to get out of this house, I will say it.
You owe me.
You know when someone, like, gets naked in front of you and demands you stand in awe of them? It's weird.
For your journey home,
I packed you a lunch.
I think we should tape for a little while.
Selfies before you leave. Narcissist.
You did very well.
What did he say? I want to hear it. Where was he holding those fake teeth? He was just wearing underwear. And then he put them in his mouth. Ew, he's bite kissing you. Ripping your face out. Ew, gross. Why are they letting Lecter get sealed mail? Like, he's a prisoner. You can open it first. He got a good clean bite on those lips. Like, the whole lip.
Where's the other one?
You ate it, bro? That's an old lip. You didn't even get to cook it.
The tragedy of what's happened to Frederick has put me in an excellent humor.
He's just smirking, so proud of himself. I ate a lip.
You wanted to enrage him.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it seemed to work.
That would have been your lip I was tasting. Again.
You just gotta bring that up.
The small knobs on the top of your pelvis.
What now? Gonna get your lips bit. Will's got the vapors and needs to sit down. His head scar is showing up a lot more in this episode. Why is Will even going to talk to Bedelia? She's just as crazy as everyone else. Oh, dude, you look messed up with no lips and on fire. So they still got the wheelchair Bernie thing, even though they faked us out with Freddy and changed it up previous seasons. Did it again. I gotta admit though, I love that they didn't actually really kill off Freddy like the original story. I like her.
Chilton said your name when they brought him into the ER.
How'd he say it? He ain't got no lips. You looking rough and crispy. Shouldn't he be in like one of them burn chambers they put that other chick in before she, caught on fire?
Shut me up.
He did set you up.
He said on me in the teacher.
He put it together too.
Can you understand what he's saying?
Pretend you can't, otherwise it'll look incriminating.
Black woman, she's blind.
What, are you like the Chilton Whisperer? Can Jack not work that out?
If I untie you and let you sit up, will you be good?
That's what you get. That's what you get for hanging out with crazy sounding people. Doesn't matter that you're blind. You can hear him.
I didn't know you cared this much about me.
That's caring about you?
Let's just be friends.
Let's just be friends. That's always what you say to a kidnapper.
The police think that they were murdered.
They kind of were.
Being that visited those people.
Did you think?
Don't say that word. He has to say it so weird. Oh, there go the wings. That's why you don't get involved with people so quickly. Okay, first off, I've been wondering how this would play out for a while, because, in the original, like even the movie Manhunter, but, originally, Freddie Lounge is the one that gets kidnapped by the Red Dragon and goes through that whole same situation and then is burnt in the wheelchair and dies. In the past on this show, they kind of did a misdirect where you think Freddie Lounge got burnt in a wheelchair and dies, but it was kind of like a cover. So I was wondering how this storyline would play out if they got to it, and it's kind of cool they put Chilton in that place, and he survives. The episode opens with Will talking to Bedelia, and they talk about how Will is kind of seeing himself killing his wife now. He's seeing her in the place of the other victims, because, what would have happened. They talk a little bit about Hannibal's control over them and his place in this world. Delia kind of mentions that if she were his wife figure, she would have preferred to be the last, and then Will's like, wait a minute. Is Hannibal in love with me? She's like, homeboy, he craves you and you crave him, don't lie. Then Hannibal and Jack have some weird back and forth about assigning characters to them, like the Red Dragon, the Devil, God, and Will's the Lamb. Red Dragon Dude is in front of the painting. He starts scratching himself up and, picturing the scratches being on the painting. Will, Jack, and Alana start putting together the plan to put, false things in the newspaper, kind of taunting the killer to draw him out. Chilton visits Hannibal, and he's mad because Hannibal's been printing papers refuting Chilton's book, and he's like, come on, dude. I did this. I lied for you, basically. And you're screwing me over. They decide to bring Chilton in and have him be part of the interview, too. So he's interviewing about this Tooth Fairy Red Dragon, and Will keeps throwing things in. So the guy can be mad at Will, but it could be through the mouthpiece of Chilton, so it won't feel so much like a setup. They take a picture together at the end, and Will puts his arm around Chilton, so, it kind of shows their relationship, and it kind of puts Chilton on the chopping block. Then later we see Will and Jack are kind of planning out, where they're going to be. They're going to have snipers ready. They're going to have him wearing body armor, and they're planning for the Red Dragon to come to Will. But no. The Red Dragon goes for Chilton, kidnaps him, brings him into his home, and glues him into a wheelchair. Chilton's freaking out and is like, hey, dude, I haven't seen your face yet, so you could just let me go. Red Dragon makes him look in his face and is telling him that he shouldn't be fearful of him. He should be in awe of what he's becoming, and he needs to express to him what it is he's becoming. Then Reba knocks at the door, and Red Dragon Dude's like, hey, Chilton, if you talk, I will kill her. She comes in and brings him soup because she thinks he hasn't been at work because he's sick. She kind of is like, hey, I know people withdraw because they want to protect their feelings, but, we've both been hurt by this world, but I'm not afraid of love yet. Girl, you don't love him because he don't love you. First of all, you should be running for the freaking hills. He's crazy. Chilton's just sitting there watching the whole thing silently because, what can he do? After Reba leaves, Red Dragon gets Chilton in front of the projector and is showing him pictures and video of, what he's done, and he keeps calling it his art and what he's becoming. And he's like, Chilton, do you get it? Are you looking? And he's like, yeah, I get it. Then the Red Dragon strips down and shows Chilton his full tattoo, and he's like, look at me. I'm awesome. Then it immediately cuts to Red Dragon Dude has, made him a lunch to go and packed some ice for him. He's like, before I let you go, I'm gonna have you record this video, so look into the camera and repeat after me. At that point, we don't get to see what he had Chilton record, but he's like, wait a minute, there might be one more way to drive this point home. And he puts on his fake teeth and bites Chilton's lips off. Then we see that there's a package being delivered for Hannibal, and Alana hands it to him but has him open it in front of her. There are lips inside, and a note that said that those lips had offended him. Then by the time Jack gets there, there's only one lip because Hannibal done ate the other one. Hannibal puts some stuff together because he's like, hey, you guys did this wheelchair pretending to burn Freddie Lowndes thing to flesh me out, so what were you guys actually doing that got Chilton grabbed? They tell Hannibal about their plan to put stuff in the paper, and Hannibal's like, wow, sounds like you guys got him killed. Then Will, Alana, and Jack are watching a video of Chilton, and it's what he said on the camera, was basically talking about him viewing the becoming of the Red Dragon, saying that the Red Dragon was merciful, but he's not going to be merciful to Will. Will has kind of a freak out by this whole thing and just grabs his head and sits down. Then Will went to go talk to Bedelia, which I don't know why he keeps doing. She's a female Hannibal, basically. She's crazy as F. But he keeps going to talk to her about his problems, which I swear are just making things worse. She mentions, hey, in that photo, you were putting your hand on Chilton's shoulder. It kind of seems like you were putting a target on Chilton just to see what would happen. And Will's like, oh crap, I think I kind of was doing that. Bedelia's like, wow, you might as well have just killed him yourself. You participated in that. Then we see Chilton with his lips missing, on fire, sliding in a wheelchair into a fountain, just like Freddie Lowndes from, the original stuff. And Will's imagining he's the one lighting the match. Then Will and Jack are at the hospital, and apparently Chilton didn't even die. Chilton did, however, say Will's name when they brought him into the ER, so Will's gonna go talk to him. Chilton's looking rough. He's looking extra crispy. But he's like, Will, you set me up. You knew it when you put your hand on my shoulder in that picture. You wanted to put the target on me, and it's like, yeah, everyone can work that out. He also mentions that there was a black woman who was blind there, and Jack's like, Reba, because Red Dragon Dude mentioned it when he's on the phone with Hannibal. Then we see that the Great Red Dragon has Reba all bound up in his car. He takes her into his house, and she's like, it's okay, I'm sorry. We can just be friends, right? He's like, shut up for a second, shut up. He tells her about the families and saying that they were changed. People are saying they're murdered, but they were actually just changed. And then he's like, yeah, it was me. I did it. I'm the Great Red Dragon. What? Then he stands back from her, and his wings pop out, and he's just looking at her, and then credits. So like I said before, it's really cool to see how they're putting their own changes on things, keeping some things kind of accurate to what happened in the books and movies that came before it. It's fun to see what they do with it. But sadly, there's only one more episode left of the whole series. I don't know how it ends. I've avoided spoilers for over a year. I don't know how I did it. But it's gonna be really sad to see it go, because this has been a really fun show. I was super into it when it was on the air, and then life got in the way for a while and got pushed to the back burner, but I never stopped loving it. I love pretty much anything Brian Fuller does, and he put his own crazy spin on this show. So if I forgot anything or left anything out, if you guys just want to talk about stuff, drop a comment. Don't forget to do the things. Rate, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Until next time.